All right, darling Saggies, what is going on with you today? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. You were a lot in that Virgo reading. In fact, I had some Virgos getting super angry with me because there was so much. I don't know that I don't know that they understood that there can be Sagittarius in their own chart. Just saying, but okay. But there was quite a bit of your energy in that chart or in that reading, so you might want to take a look. Anyway, especially if you're dealing with a Virgo. All right, let's see what's going on for Sagittarius right now. This is a weekly reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, Earth, Virgo. Oh my God. All right, well, that could just be because I was talking about it, right? Gratitude, divine feminine. I like it. I like it. And nature spirits. All right. So some of you have leveled up in a big way, and I just feel like there's a big shift happening here. So if you have been very interested in, getting yourself into a growth space, what the growth is might have shifted, right? It could have shifted from, okay, I'm growing this business and I'm growing this part of my life to, okay, I'm growing my spirituality or I'm growing my relationships. I'm going to work on that quadrant of my life now. There's definitely some kind of shift here. And it almost feels like some of you are releasing old ways of relating to people in that you might not have understood that you were holding on to people, or you have a image of what someone is and it changes over time, right? The people change. Some people don't change, but other people do change and grow and all of that. And it's like, can you see in your life people who have just stayed the same exact way they have been their whole life, and that's to them an achievement. Whether it is or not is kind of like up to you, but other people have really grown and changed over time. And there's a sense of like, okay, there's a great thing. It's great to be consistent. There's some really important things about that. And there's some really important things about integrating growth and change. So how can, this is one of those classic kinds of Buddhist things where you're integrating change and you're remaining consistent in ways that are meaningful to you. Okay. So let's see where we're going. I don't know, that was kind of a message for, I feel a divine feminine here who's like super psyched that they've been able to release something that has been holding them back. Some of you have changed how you worship. Seventh house, or not seventh. Well, why did I say seventh house? Ninth house, ruled by Sagittarius, is about belief systems, religions, things like that. So some of you could have transformed over the course of your life. All right. Three of Swords. Pain's a great motivator. Judgment. King of Swords. Strength. The Seven of Swords and the King of Cups here. So I'm seeing two people in your life that have had major impact. And I feel like they've both, okay, this is a really strong word to use. They've both lied to you in different ways. I don't feel like this is one of those like, I'm not going to tell you something, a lie of omission, or I'm going to deliberately try to mislead you or anything like that. I feel like this is a bigger kind of this is who I presented myself as because this is who I thought I was. And some of you might be dealing with people who have hidden parts of themselves or hidden parts of their lives because it doesn't line up with their story of who they are, for better, for worse. Okay. It can be somebody who's really an amazing empath, but feels like the world is going to be too harsh to them. So they hide their feelings, or have been shamed for their feelings in the past. There's two divine masculines here, both wounded in some important way that has to do with truth. Okay. So let's see where we're going here. Six of Swords, Four of Wands. I just feel like you're going toward your peeps. This may be a wholly different story than what is going on underneath. I feel like you've been hurt by both of these divine masculines in the past. wounded masculines, divine masculines, pick your poison here. I almost feel like you're leaving them behind, or they're leaving the person you were behind, who kind of had this frame of reference for each of these people, right? You're detaching from that. You're not aligned with the truth or the lie. It's like, it has nothing to do with me. This is something you want to put out into the world. It doesn't have anything to do with me. Before, there may have been a codependent thing where you're wrapped up in their story of who they are, and wrapped up in keeping that story pristine. There's something about you in the past that may have been benefited from this masculine being like king of the forest, or this masculine being the most incredible businessman, or the most incredible whatever they were, or whatever you saw them as. And now those kind of stories are falling away. Like, because you're changing, you're shifting. And so it's no longer, you don't have to prop up that anymore. You don't have to, there's just this awareness that by propping up those storylines around who those, I think, masculines are or were, you've been hurting yourself. Okay, it's like you're not siding with you. You're not your best champion when you're doing that. You're sort of like codependently making sure that they're okay, and you might get injured in that process, or it might not be good for you at all. And up until now, hasn't mattered. But now we're moving on. Okay, I feel like you're moving on from those stories or from that life. Yeah, this pattern, moving on from that pattern. 9 of Wands. King of Wands, 6 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, my goodness, Hierophant. Okay, so now there's the capability. We are still in May time. I feel like this is June, and I feel like there is a new opportunity coming in. This is Sag and Pisces, and then I see Taurus and I see Leo here. There's a new opportunity. You're really moving on. You could be physically moving, or you're just moving on from a pattern or a way of looking at things. Because if you're sort of like, no, this person has to be this to me. This person has to be a kind, generous person, when in fact, kind of a jerk. Okay, but because of who they are, maybe in your family or maybe in your life, you're like, no, they're just misunderstood. Okay, or this person who you think is kind and loving might actually be, or like there's something going on there that they can't take any action, and you might be making excuses for them, or something along those lines. There's 2 masculines here. I feel like I'm talking to a divine feminine right now. So you could be talking about a soulmate, could be talking about a twin flame, could be talking, okay. And I do see that there is, when the shift happened, like you shift out of that, you move into detachment, you move into not being so attached to that storyline. And so it kind of falls away because you're not, it's like a tug of war. If you drop your rope, there's no tug of war. There's no dynamic there. And that's a really lack mentality thinking, or a scarcity, not a scarcity mentality, but definitely something that is like kind of abandoning yourself, being like telling yourself, don't believe your own lying eyes about this. Don't believe yourself about this. This is who this person needs to be. This is who this person is, or this is who this person should be. I can't believe this person is lying to me, or I can't believe this person is cheating on me, or I can't believe this person is so ruthless, or I can't, whatever it is, you had a dog in the fight about who you thought they were. Okay. Now, check this out. The Strength card, this is what I'm talking about with Leo here. So much Leo. See that Knight of Cups in the background coming up behind her? Once you shift out of this energy of I'm kind of stuck to this masculine framework, and I need that to be true in order for me to be okay. Then you're outsourcing your own power. You're also saying that you're not okay by yourself, or you're not whole by yourself. That's what all of us have been talking about for such a long time, about self-healing and self-worth and all of that. If somebody else has to change or be to make it okay for you. Not okay. So I like this because I feel like you figured it out. Okay. Like manifesting or recognizing that, propping up this storyline has really been hurting you. I don't think you ever really realized that until just recently. You're like, I'm going to say that this person is a lovely person, but they turn out to be a real jerk. And you waste a whole lot of time on this person because you have this feeling of like, oh, they're just misunderstood. Okay, so that can go back to you feeling misunderstood when you were a kid and like not wanting to do the same thing to other people. Okay? Very very lovely, but also it's a giant network time waster. This has been a giant waste of time. And I feel like this is family or this is a past love partner or something like that. It could just be a pattern. It doesn't even need to represent exact people. But if you're resonating with this, then you might have had that pattern and you're moving on from it now. So good on you. Okay. So this is the same Leo energy with that Knight of Cups. See, the King of Wands, he is in this Strength card. It's Leo. Six of Cups coming back around. Wheel of Fortune moving forward. You've shifted onto another plane now because you have released this pattern. Good for you. You have figured it out. I like it. I like it. So talk to me a little bit about where we're going. There's so much movement forward here. It's almost like don't look back. You're not going that way. Okay. However, I am seeing the Six of Cups, which can be a past person or a past life. So talk to me more about this Six of Cups with this King of Wands. Sun, more Leo. My God. The Seven of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You have been, by doing what I was just talking about, by seeing people how you wish or hope they would be and who they are not, I feel like you have been blocking a true love. This might be a new person or this might be someone from childhood. And you have been blocking it by not releasing. There's so much nurturing of child here energy, like inner child energy. And like this is the key to the future, the Queen of Swords. So getting what you want with this Nine of Cups, the wish granted. And the Seven of Wands, it's also good and useful and productive to have boundaries with any people that you have kind of done this pattern with. Talk to me a little bit more about that pattern. Wow. All due respect to Capricorn. The Devil energy there. Moon. It's all about fear. Ten of Pentacles. This is family. Lovers. Making a new decision, a new choice to walk a new path. Page of Wands, Two of Cups. Absolutely. So releasing and letting go, closing this door is opening the door toward your future. All right. Towards your future. Whoopsie. Come on back here. Six of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. I know that I usually say that's divine timing, but I'm not feeling that right now. I'm feeling June. I'm feeling June here. Okay. August. That is Lionsgate time. All right. That is definitely Lionsgate time. And who is this person in the future? This also could be someone who's like a different, you see them more clearly. You're healed. Okay. You're healing from some childhood wound or past life wound that made you codependently believe that some people were good and kind and generous when they really clearly weren't. And you've healed that. So now you can see people more clearly. Good for you. Wow. Good for you. Why is the Hierophant here? Wow. You are manifesting a new commitment, manifesting a new partner. Magician, Page of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Hermit. Wow. Someone who is healed from a previous commitment, or someone who has healed this pattern too. The message that's coming through, I have been healed, or I am healing myself. . Magician says to me, this Mercury, Virgo, there's Virgo. Okay, I feel like this person is going to reach out via text. They are now single. Person is single. Could be Virgo here. Let's see what lies beneath. Because they are telling you something. They are giving a message with Mercury. That is also the ruler of Virgo and Gemini. So a lot of Virgo here again. I'm not surprised. After that Virgo reading yesterday that I was doing. Fighting for what you love. Claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. This Knight of Cups looks very much like he's going into battle, doesn't he? Not with you. Woo! Toxic. Already knowing the tea. That's the name of this deck. What's the tea? What's the truth? Already knowing the tea. Copycat. Anything else here? Knowing they fucked up. Yeah. Okay. So this person was in a toxic connection. They're ready to fight for what they love. They already know. This person, you might already know energetically about this person coming back to you. They were definitely in some kind of toxic place. Now, they could have also had a past with someone who's very toxic, and they're also doing this. They're also releasing. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's get one more clarifier. The nature spirits. Nature spirits. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, more Virgo. The Emperor and the Queen of Wands. So this person has chosen their nature. They've chosen to work on themselves, heal themselves. They now have some kind of passion. King of Wands and Queen of Wands. There you guys are. Sag, Aries, Leo. They've also decided, for some reason, like it's fired up their passion. Whatever healing work they've done, they're now authentically passionate about coming back to you. This isn't about any kind of past karmic. I feel like you've paid the karmic bill here, and they have too. Wow. All right, let's go deeper into this in the extended. I'll go deeper into what's going to be happening by August. June is something, and then August. So let's see where we go. Link is below, Sag. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.